What's up, guys? Today we're going to continue the tutorial series we started last time. We're going to go over the plan that we have for the tutorial stadium, and we're going to start setting up the field and doing some of the early measurements for our tutorial stadium. So the plan for our tutorial stadium is pretty simple. First, we need to go over some terminology. This I will be calling the long side. This I will be calling the short side. So for the long side, for one of the long sides, we'll be doing Bryant-Denny Stadium, Alabama Stadium. And I'm using it to show what a deeply curved long side, how that's built. Then we'll do Sanford Stadium for the other long side, what a shallowly curved long side, how to build that. We'll do Virginia Tech's Lane Stadium for a standalone end zone piece. We'll also be doing some curves up here from Sanford Stadium, flat side here, and then we'll probably build something like a curve here so you can see how to build that. The main objective is that you already know how to build flat sides. I just want to teach you how to build the curves inside of those flats, and I want to teach you how to build a full curved side, or curved to flat, or curved to curved with flat sides. And that will all be illustrated by this plan, and also standalones. So that will all be illustrated by this plan. So Bryant-Denny will be on this side, Sanford on this side, and then the standalone piece from Virginia Tech, plus our tutorial field, and that will be the tutorial. So let's get started. First, we need to go to Google Maps, and we're going to build the Bryant-Denny side of the stadium first. So we go to Google Maps and pull up Bryant-Denny Stadium. The first thing we'll need to do is start measuring. You can see that that ends at the end line and at the end line, so we know that this is about 120 long, but we'll measure the distance. Remember, when we measure, I build everything on a 1:3 scale. So the distance to here is 376 feet long is the curve, which is 376 feet long divided by 3, which will give us 125, so just a little bit longer than the field. We'll divide that by 2 because we need radiuses, which will give us 63 approximately. We also need to know how deep this is. We start it right in the middle and measure to here, which gives us 50 divided by 3, 16 deep. So we are 63 by 16. You'll see why those measurements matter in a minute. And this is, it appears 22 feet away from the field in the inline. Divided by 3, that is 7 blocks. So what we'll need is a 7 blocks of grass. And then we'll need, I think we said 16 deep, 50. So to set this up, we'll need 7 blocks here, 16 measuring blocks there, and then we'll start the curve, and I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. First, we need to go to mineconics.net. This is a great building tool. I've already set up the curve, but what you would do is you would go to ellipse, type in 0, 0, and then those measurements that we just got, 63 by 16, that's 13, 63 by 16, and it will form what the circle will look like for you. So I'm going to throw this on my side screen. I'm going to back that down, and we'll go back to Minecraft here. So like I said, from the inline here, we need to make sure that we've got 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, I've already put that orange piece for the 10. That's the 7th piece, and then I said we needed 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So your wall will start on the 16th, and then we pull up that, we can go to the side screen, and we essentially are just building this down the side. You'll see how that's done. So the first one is 15 on either side, not counting the centerpiece. So that's the centerpiece. You can also look at pictures of the stadium to determine that this is likely made out of this wall, we're not building this, we're building this wall back here, is made out of sandstone or something like it. Which that's all we're really focused on setting up here in the first part. We got 15 on either side. The next one is 11 to either side. The next two, we'll do two now, are 7 and 6. The next four now are 4, 4, 3, 3. And the next three are 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. So 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. I should finish, see, about at the end. Now, that is that curve from there. So let's flip back to Bryant Denny Stadium and look at the overview. Now that we've got that built back to Earth, you can see that there's this brick pathway, which is about a little generous, 17 feet wide. 17 feet divided by 3 is we need 5.5 blocks. So we'll say that it is 5 blocks wide. So we go to our bricks. Then we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so here we are now with the brick installed. We go back to the map. And this is where pictures are extremely useful. Go back to this 360 view. These are very, very useful. You can zoom in here and see that what this is after that is some brick columns and then some fencing. It looks like the brick columns are located, I want to say it looks like at about every 10 yards, maybe a little bit inside that. We'll try to see from the map if we can see that. It's pretty clear that they're just brick columns with maybe one sandstone, two brick, and then a sandstone slab surrounded by some fence, which shouldn't be that hard to do. So let's take a look at the earth picture and see if we can identify what is the columns. And I tell you, it doesn't really. These dark spots are likely the columns. Okay. So you've got a dark spot, what appears to be right there. It's about the 45 and about the 45 distance. What's the normal distance? It's about 5 yards in between them. Looks like about every 5 yards. And then with the exception of in between the 45s where there's nothing because this gate is here. So that leads us to go back to Minecraft and we'll put these, face these like this. And then we'll put them every 5 yards. So line them up at 45, that, and then just put them every 5 yards. Now that we've got that finished up, I'm going to make the wall too high. We want the fans to be able to see over those columns. So we'll finish this up, and then what we'll do is add the beginning curve here for right mini will be set. I'm going to add the grass in between the wall, and you obviously see the big gaps right now. So we'll add that grass in, and then we'll move on to the Sanford Stadium side and set that curve up. There we go, guys. There's the setup for the Alabama Crimson Tide Bryant-Denny Stadium side. This will be the open side where the Virginia Tech detached lane stadium piece will go. So we're not going to finish that off. So what we'll do is we'll start the Sanford Stadium side, which is going to be this, and we'll connect it some way over there, somehow or another. So we go into our Google again. This time we're going to type in Sanford Stadium. Same measurement routine. We're going to measure from here to there. Will give us 405. 405 divided by 3 is 135. Like I said, we divide that by 2 for 67 for the calculator. We'll go in here and shrink that down to halfway. Try to keep the line relatively straight on 50. These don't have to be precise, but they need to be close. Then it looks like this image is tilted just a little bit. So we're going to say that it's going to be 40 into the sand starts. 40 divided by 3 give us 13 into the sand start. It's 13 deep, and then that point is 19 from the field. So 6 blocks, and then 6 and then 13. So 19 blocks from the field is where we'll begin this curve. So we'll take the same elliptical shape as I said. I probably should have written it down. It was 67 by 13. So we go into mnemonics while that number is fresh on our mind. It's 67 by 13. You'll see that that curve gets a lot more shallow rather than being out here. It's in there. So we said that this was, sorry guys, kind of numbers are running together for me. So 13 plus, yeah, it was 19 off of the field. Here. So 19 off this side is where this will start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19. Again, we go into the pictures. Hopefully this is 360 view. This one might be close to good. No, that's not one. It looks like sandstone as well. Well, yeah, you can see it's sandstone and the hedges too. So we've got the 2 high sandstone again. We do the exact same thing on this side as we did on the other side. This time we're going to get 18. And we'll just repeat the pattern that Minecraft gives us. 13, 8, 6 are the next ones. 5, 4, 3, 3 are the next 4. 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. try to eliminate this one. Particularly do not like ones when I'm connecting it to a side piece. You'll see why in the 4th or 5th tutorial video that we don't like that. So we're back to that 6. It was 5, 4, 3, 3. You can see the distinct difference in these curves. That one's quite a bit open. This one's narrower. You'll see that more when we get the other piece built in. So we go back to our Google Maps. Zoom in here and we see that there is a sandstone piece. Large walkway sandstone thing. That is 13 blocks. So that's going to be 4 and then the hedges. 4 and then the hedges. So you've got a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 walkway. So guys, while we're speeding through this, I just wanted to make a little note. The file of me building the short sides corrupted, so I'm not going to be able to include that in this video. I am going to upload this as the second tutorial video. I've already built the short sides, and I'll include how I built those short sides in the 3rd video. You are about to see a little bit of those, but it's not very much, so I didn't think it was worth acting the whole video to include that. So I hope you'll forgive me, and we'll add it to the next video, plus do all the stuff that I said we're going to do in the next video as well. So once again, thanks for watching. So guys, that's how you build the stadium. We've got all the retaining walls built, and next we'll start building the lower level stand and show you how to shape them outwards and connect them here, connect them there, shape that out that way and that out that way. Make it look good. That's all for this time. Hopefully you'll tune in next week and see how the progression grows. If you try to build anything and have any questions on maybe how I measured something or how I did something, or you're getting confused, just leave a comment box below. I'm pretty good about getting back to comments relatively quickly. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you have any suggestions, also let me know that. And until next time.